Welcome back, Panda Squad, and if you haven't noticed, this video is entirely different from anything I've done on my channel. Me and my friends, which will not be named, except for Cormac, because he draws like everything in this entire book, we have been working on a story, and I will be reading as many chapters a week as you guys comment down below. Now, I don't know how this is gonna go. If you want me to change any of the tones that I'm reading in, feel free to put that down below. If it would improve the value of the story to you, by all means, put it down there. Now, I'm pretty sure there's lots of profanity in here, so if that's not your thing, just get up out. Alright, let's get right into it. Alfred and Jersh, a NASA Juice collaboration. Don't ask. Chapter 0. Background and shit. One day, Alfred was at his parents' house. Alfred was a normal child, eating meatloaf every day, and only 29% overweight. His parents were Jammy and Gooper, two average parents. They both worked at the meatloaf factory, just like 89% of the population of Mars. You see, the Mars colony had about 2,932,834.63 people on it. But it was discovered that Mars was useless except for mass-producing meatloaf, which explains Mars's red color. But today was different than any other day. Today was the day that the cats came. Alfred watched the sun as he finished his 123rd bite of meatloaf, and to his surprise, the sun exploded. Now, this wouldn't have been a problem if the family had had insurance, because they would have went into the community sun explosion bunker. But since they didn't pay for insurance because they were poor meatloaf workers, only Alfred, aged 37, was allowed to enter the bunker because he was too stupid to die. So he went into the bunker and said goodbye to his parents. His friend Jersh was down in the bunker with Alfred, and they shared a bunk bed together. Jersh was 12. He had messy orange-pink hair. By the way, completely natural. Alfred then drank a milkshake. These milkshakes were loaded with vitamins, each containing 9,001% of your daily calcium. Each person was only allowed half of a milkshake, though. So much sadness. Alfred looked outside through the 1,999-foot thick window to keep out the heat, of course, and watched the world he knew disappear before his eyes, engulfed in the supernova of the sun. Alfred began to cry, thinking his parents were dead. Heads up, fam, his parents are immortal. Just, gotta tell you that. Jersh comforted Alfred by fanning him with his bed sheets. What? There's nothing else. There's literally nothing else to fan him with. Alfred looked outside at the explosion as it was happening, and when he did, he thought he saw something. It looked like the explosion was actually made of cats. He didn't know what to think of this at this point, so he just returned to weeping. Alfred was making such a disturbance to the bunker that the bartenders gave him a shot of 420% liquor, 420% alcohol content. Now that is some dank alcohol. Since the entirety of Mars was dissipated, it was up to Alfred to restore the order. It turns out that beneath the bunker, conveniently, there was a giant warship stocked with the latest weaponry. Alfred and Jersh explored this daily, planning their escape from the bunker, or milkshake wasteland, as they called it. They realized that the more milkshakes you drank, the more milkshakes you drank, the more you lost your emotions or will to escape. It seemed that they were trying to control us, Alfred thought. But, thanks to plot convenience, they found the ship. The weapons they found were as followed: 83 Mark 48 laser shotguns, 286 Prototype 1 missile rifles not to eat, 14 gigaplasma tickle cannons, 69 fully loaded kitty cannons, because I need to tickle that pussy. They also found 1 robot dog husky, Alfred Omega, 7th edition, 1 space boat, because what's space without boats? 59 boxes of ammo, mostly missiles, 4 spacesuits, 1 fairly small, 3 male, 1 female. Foreshadowing? I think not. 6 factory-sized refrigerators full of chocolate milk-flavored soda. That sounds absolutely disgusting. On May 93rd, at 2 a.m., Alfred and Jersh went below their bunks to the tunnel they carved with hardened milkshake and their bones. They entered the ship through the toilet, God knows why, and entered the cockpit. Now, this wasn't any normal cockpit. It was actually filled with chickens, stapled to the walls and buttons. So whenever you hit a button or turn the steering wheel, you would hear squawk, because they rigged it with pressure sensors to make chicken noises. The reason they didn't escape earlier is because they didn't know what chickens were. So they thought that the ship was the embodiment of Satan. They managed to hit the right sequence of chickens to turn on the ship, and Alfred, Jersh, and Alfred Omega set off on their adventure. Oh, want to know what happened to the bunker? Yeah, turns out that the bunker was attached to the propulsion system of the ship, so the bunker broke apart and everyone in there died of asphyxiation. Of course, Alfred and Jersh didn't know this because they would have become much more self-conscious and depressed, and to be honest, who needs character development? Character development is stupid. Alfred and Jersh then spent the next 231 days traveling to the nearest planet where human life was located, or at least that they knew of, maybe. The galaxy that they were in seemed very empty. Many stars had exploded, and the world was mostly black. Alfred, being a very good observer, a good boy Alfred, noticed that every day one of the stars has gone out, and no new ones were appearing. This did not seem to pose a problem. End of chapter 0. If you guys liked this episode of Alfred and Jersh, episode 1, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe so you don't miss any more of these. Now remember, my upload schedule depends on you guys. Leave suggestions in the comments if you like these videos to be daily, every other day, or weekly. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.